We're gonna stomp your head in the ground if you don't stop eating my eggs up, you dirty old egg sucking hound.
That's a big ass buck.
Jake.
It is.
That's a tall.
Those are my brights.
Those are your
You want me
brights?
to drive down in here?
No, don't drive down.
Yes.
No, I would say
Yeah,
that's
no,
gonna
you're
be
gonna
wet.
get
It's gonna be
stung.
soft.
Rusted,
It's
yeah.
soft.
Hey, we're just a couple dudes in a cabin right now.
Don't make it sound good.
We're gonna make some burgers and drink some beer. Day one.
Welcome to Kentucky Outside, a show about going outside in Kentucky. Today, we're going to be fishing Hatchery Creek at the trout stream. Now, most folks don't know, this stream is old as the dinosaurs. And we're going to catch a big one or two. So join us. We'll be ripping lits, throwing flies, spinning spinners, and rooster tails. Thanks for coming today on Kentucky Outdoors Outside.
What we got cooking there today, Seth?
Well, these are some wild pheasant legs that
Pheasant.
I killed most of these pheasants.
Oh, those look good. You can smell that, boys.
Yeah. Now the key to cooking a pheasant leg is a little bit of olive oil. You want some salt and pepper in there too? The olive oil.
Salt and pepper.
Olive oil is what does it. Gets them right.
And so, when you get down frying these things, how do you eat them?
Well, you eat them like a damn chicken leg, like a buffalo wing. Roger.
Pickle Rick is a funny cartoon, but not as funny as your boss. They're so small I didn't think they existed at all. Jake loves to eat lots of big fat dick, but still here we are trying to watch Pickle Rick.
Now, the trout stream was established in 1967, Hatchery Creek. It was built by the Indians as a slave labor trade that they were imposed upon by the
So the hatchery is where all the eggs hatch.
So the hatchery. So after Daniel Boone was captured up in Ohio by a bunch of French,
Daniel Boone.
he was released. Well, he escaped from the Indian clan, came back to warn everybody the Indians were coming after him, hid down here at the Hatchery Creek behind one of the rocks. He carved his name into the rock on the backside, and that's where the biggest trout is to this day.
Today we're
Big old
talking about
rainbow.
one of the oldest traditions in Kentucky history, smoking cigarettes. Used to, you could smoke cigarettes inside. Today, that's faux pas.
I don't really smoke unless I'm drinking, as you can see.
Casual smoker. But you and I, we know smokes are for jokes. Unless you're drinking. Now, Morgan, so there are different types of tobacco. Let's talk about that for a minute. You've got your standard burley, your dark leaf, your long leaf, your short leaf, generally topped late August, late summer. We like to smoke what? What's your favorite type of cigarette that you prefer?
I prefer these little bad boys. These are American Spirits.
Natural, all organic, hand rolled,
Yeah.
a quality quality smoke, right? I think that is a common burley, just all organic and naturally rolled.
Yep.
Yeah. So there you go. Today at Kentucky Outdoors, while we discuss smoking cigarettes outside in Kentucky, we want to talk about natural, local, hand-rolled, hand-grown, a good smoke. That's it for today.
And remember, always put your butts out.
It's morning time here on Kentucky Outside.
We're all waking up, getting ready for a good day of fishing. Getting ready to head to the trout stream. Again, built in 78 by the Indians, Inuits. And we're going to go out there and catch some big ones. But before we do, we've got some nice deer steaks that I've pounded out. Going to fry up for some breakfast. Maybe a little gravy, maybe a little biscuit, maybe a little gravy and biscuit.
Was not very handsome to look at. He's dirty and he eats like a hog. And he's always killing my chickens. That dirty old leg sucking dog. Egg sucking dog.
What's
I'm gonna stomp your head in the ground if you don't stop eating my eggs up, you dirty old egg sucking hound.
Welcome to Kentucky Outside. This is a unique episode in that it is Kentucky Inside, because we just had breakfast. We had deer steaks, some eggs, a lot of cheese, some biscuits.
Don't stop now.
Good afternoon. This is Kentucky Outdoor.
Kentucky Outside.
We're out here at the Hatchery Creek and catching some fish.
So one of the things that folks don't utilize properly is different types of casting techniques. Now, I'm going to show you a few today you can use in different scenarios. Now, the first, I use often in this type of scenario. I need to cast a long distance downstream, but a thin space. I can't get that going, you know, the overhand standard cast. So I call this the whirl. You get you a nice piece of about foot and a half of line off the end there. And then you want to draw a circle, just as such, with your pole, let her loose. Now that one went into to the bushes, but that's a circle. Now the other one, I call a skip cast, and the same thing. But you want to hover your bait right over. There you go. See how that works out? So those are two important casts you can use while trout fishing here outside. It's a little slow today. Weather's a little cool. Water's a little up, but hey, we're making the most of it. Caught some good fish. Roger had one pig fish. I've had a decent one, a couple little peckerheads, but in general, pretty successful day for Roger and I. A couple of the other guys, you know, Morgan and Jake are, well, Morgan's not catching any, and we don't know where Jake is. So, you know, normal day of fishing with the Kentucky Outdoors outside crew.
Oh, hell yeah, boy. Nice. Get him over there on the bank. Kentucky outside. Morgan Lips' first one. That's a flopper. You let him go. At least you touched him. Get you good? There's a big old...
Jake's going down to the store today to find himself a man. He couldn't find a good one, so he settled for his hand. Jake loves the balls, and Jake loves the wiener. Jake likes to watch the show, The In-Betweeners.
Now, when fishing a rooster tail, there are several different types of knots you can use. Now, I prefer a standard Palomar. Today, I'm going to show you how to tie that. So, you'll go in, pull it tight, back through. Now, here's where it gets tricky. You want to take both sides of the knot and treat them each like an individual line, and tie an overhand knot without pulling it taut. Now the loose end, this circle here, goes around your bait, pull tight, bite the excess off here. There you have it. Perfect Palomar knot.
Now what color lure are you choosing to go with there today?
This is called a Fire Tiger Pink and Green.
All right.
Nice Fire Tiger, gonna really draw out the trout.
Oh, hey there. Welcome to our cabin out in the woods. Welcome for a great episode of Kentucky Outside, where we go outside in Kentucky. Cheers.
So today on Kentucky Outside, we have a special guest with us, Jonathan Baston. Now, most folks don't get into trapping, but Jonathan Baston is an expert muskrat trapper. Now, we're gonna interview Jonathan, old Johnny B, and ask him a few questions about muskrats. Muskrats, what other things do you trap, Jonathan? Just muskrats?
Yes.
Just muskrat. Okay, all right. Okay, so on a good day, how many muskrats might you trap?
75.
75 muskrats is a good day.
Hey.
Now, on my best days, I'm more in the 40s. How do you get from the 40s to the 70s? That's a pretty big discrepancy.
I think you just need to quit sucking. That's what I think.
So if you got 75 muskrats, what do you do with all of those muskrats, John?
Make a lot of gloves, a lot of hats.
A lot of gloves and hats, huh?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, just gloves.
None of
and
those
hats.
neckerchiefs?
No, no neckerchiefs here.
Gloves and hats with 75 muskrats. Now, approximately how many gloves could you get out of 75 muskrats?
150 gloves.
150 pair of gloves or single?
Singles.
So 75 pair of gloves.
Yes.
Okay, 70. So, for those of you out there looking to get into muskrat trapping, you need to get 150 muskrats to get 75 pairs of gloves. Wait. You gotta catch a lot of muskrats for a lot of gloves.
A lot of muskrats.
A lot of muskrat. Well, there you have it. Today on Kentucky Outside, expert muskrat trapper Jonathan Baston. So to recap the day of trout fishing on the Hatchery Creek, again built by the Inuits here in Kentucky. Had a good day. Me primarily, I caught 5 fish. Roger caught 2, Morgan caught 1, Jake caught a fat 0. So if you do the math combined, I caught more fish than everybody in total. Got my comfy pants on now and my Fire Ant shirt, which is the team name, of course, and that's about it. There it is, and to all a good night. On Chattahoochee, 15, it gets hotter than a hoochie's coochie. We lay yonder on the asphalt, got a little crazy, but never got caught. I'm by the river on Friday night, pyramid cans in the pale moonlight, talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for a minute. Yeah, way down yonder on Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We lay forever on the Kentucky outside.
Kentucky outside. We're cooking some good old Kentucky snipe. Now, Seth and I spent the day fishing for these snipe, and snipe is hard to fish for. You gotta plan ahead, and it involves corn cobs and peanut butter. So you take the corn cob and you rub it in peanut butter. You put a hook in it and you set it out and let it sit for about 3 or 4 days. And you catch a nice snipe.
On the end.
Right.
It's got to be through the end. If you hook it through the middle, you're
It
wasting
won't
your
work.
time.
Tell us how you're cooking these snipe tonight, Seth.
Well, tonight we're doing a little bit of butter
Butter, that's good.
and a little salt and pepper on there.
I love salt and pepper.
And that's it.
That's it. That's pretty simple. The folks at home should be able to easily cook some snipe.
That's right. It's a standard snipe recipe.
That is. Cooking these on like a medium heat.
I do a medium to a medium high, just on a 6 or 7 if your stove has numbers. I'll say though, and most folks don't know this about snipe, especially the Kentucky subspecies, is they are a common carrier of leprosy. And a small percentage of the population actually gets leprosy. Most folks are now immune to the disease.
Right. I've heard in Kentucky that the people who eat a lot of snipe have developed an immunity to leprosy. Is that true?
Only if they cook it right.
That's good to know because I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
A little more salt. That's good.
Now, what I will say, a little bit of pecker on there takes the leprosy right out.
Jake,
Yeah, I know Jake will.
I heard that he loves the pecker. A lot of pecker
I will on his. Yeah.
Now, what kind of pecker is that?
It's a coarse grain, a whole stone.
Would you call that black pecker?
Yep.
Yep. Freshly ground black pecker. All
So
right.
we'll check back in once we get these a little closer to done. Show you how the progress is coming here on Kentucky Outside.
Kentucky outside. There you go.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Kentucky Outside.
For hawk snipe.
So, cooking some